Most creators are surrounded by YouTube content ideas that they can't even see. But in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 uncommon ways to spot those ideas hiding in plain sight. My name is Rakeem Madison. Let's get into the content. All right, so with this first method that I'm gonna share with you, you're literally gonna be using the data that you already have, right? I'm gonna share with you exactly how to go throughout this process, all right? All right, so this right here is a video of mine. As you can see, it's got close to 90,000 views, right? Now, for you, I want you to choose any video in your library, right? As long as the video got a little bit of traction, so it has some data, because remember what I said, you're gonna be using what you already have, the data, all right? So go ahead and choose one of your videos, doesn't matter which one. I'm about to walk you through the process, so if you get to where I'm talking about and you don't see what I'm sharing with you, choose another video that has a little bit more traction, all right? All right, so this is the video that I'm gonna use. So all I'm gonna do, once you get inside the content tab and click on the individual video inside of your analytics, you wanna go ahead and you wanna click on the audience tab, okay? Now, after you click on the audience tab, what you wanna do is you wanna scroll down here to where it says viewers also watch. Now, what does that mean? Just so you have, you have a little bit of clarity on it. You can see right here, this is the video that they watch, right? So almost 90,000 people watched this video right here. But then it also shows me over the last 90 days who watched all of these other videos right here. So they watched this video and they watched all of these other videos on my channel as well. Now this specific analytic right here is super powerful, because what I did when I seen that YouTube actually released that, because I used to do a lot of this stuff myself, and then when I teach this stuff to like clients and I'm kind of walking them through like the path of somebody watched this video, then it will probably make sense that they watched this video. So what I did when I saw that YouTube had this specific analytic right here that shows me a person has watched this and they watch all of these videos, I said, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to actually create a tool that acts almost like the YouTube algorithm itself, and it gives the next best video they should create based on all the data they already have, right? So what am I gonna do to actually get it to come up with ideas? So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna move me out of the way. All right, so here we go. So now I'm going to leave it right here, and then I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Now down below in the first link in the description, you're going to be able to get access to this specific tool that I built, right? And you're going to see how powerful this is in a few moments. This tool is called the Viewer Demand Expansion GPT, all right? Now how this works is essentially like I was breaking it down. It's acting almost like the algorithm based on the data that we're about to give it, all right? So here we go. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna press Shift Command 4. Now on Mac, that's how you do a screenshot. Now on PC, I don't know exactly how to do it, but just find a way to get a screenshot of the data, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot this right here. And then I'm gonna go to page number 2. As you can see, it's out of 3 pages. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Screenshot page 2 of 3, bam. And then I'm gonna go to page 3 just like this and do the exact same thing. Okay, so now I have all 3 of these screenshots. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the details page, and then I'm gonna take the title of the video and I'm gonna press this button right here. Okay, so now what it's going to do is it's going to share with you the instructions. Now, obviously you're watching this video, so you don't actually have to read the instructions. I want to show you exactly how to put this stuff in so you can go through this a whole lot smoother. All right, so here we go. So first what I want to do, I'm going to move me over here, and then I'm going to paste the title of the video, the main video that they watched. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those 3 screenshots that we just took, right, and we're gonna make sure we got the right one. So let me just make sure real quick. All right, I think this is it, and this is it. Okay, so boom. So we got all 3 of those, and I'm gonna hit enter. Okay, so now it's uploading all of those. The reason we're doing this is we wanna capture all of the titles that they watch in line with the main video. So they watch the main video, but then these are all of the other videos that they watch, all right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit enter, and I'm gonna let it do its thing, because I've trained this to act like the algorithm. It's gonna take the main video, it's gonna take the extracted titles, and then it's gonna give you a cluster, which is based on behaviors and the mindset of the person itself, all right? All right, so check it out, right? So it says, based on your main video, easy way to to quickly add a clickable link to your YouTube description, and the viewers also watch data, right? So it's telling you, it's taking that to understand the mindset, all right? All right, so boom, there's all the titles. It extracted every single one of them. Now what it's going to do is create these clusters based on the specific mindset. So you can see right here, the viewer mindset for this specific cluster is I need my YouTube channels and videos to look professional with working links and descriptions that drive results. So if we look at the video ideas, all of the video ideas is going to have that viewer mindset in line. All right, so if you look here, why your YouTube links aren't working and how to fix them. Bam. Another one, the ultimate guide to setting up your YouTube channel for growth, best places to put links in your videos that actually get clicked, how to add affiliate links to YouTube without getting flagged, right? And so on and so on. So then when we look down here, we got the description, SEO, and discoverability cluster. So if you look here, write YouTube descriptions that rank, copy this template. Now keep in mind, you don't have to actually have the titles exactly how they are here. You can tweak them a little bit, and that's something that I do. But just keep that in mind, right? It's nothing strict here. And then another one, YouTube SEO for beginners, how to actually show up in search. Channel description versus video description, what matters more? How to use keywords in descriptions without getting penalized. All right, now let's go down to the other cluster, which is growth, monetization, and feature unlocks. How do I grow faster, unlock features, and start earning on YouTube? So that's the mindset. So all of the video ideas are going to be in line with that. So if you see here, how to reach 1,000 subscribers fast without shorts or hacks. What you really need to monetize your YouTube channel in 2025. How much YouTube really pays for 1,000 views, CPM breakdown. So you see how it's given more and more and more ideas based on a cluster. Now let's say, for instance, you go through all of those and you don't really like those that much. You can literally just type more. And then all it's going to do is going to give you more clusters, and it's going to keep giving you more and more ideas. So look at this, clickable links and channel setup. I want my channel to look legit with working links, proper setup, and professional polish. All right, so if you look here, why no one's clicking your YouTube links? Fix these 3 mistakes. How to add links to your end screen and info cards. So you see, it's aligning everything, which is very, very powerful. And it's doing it based off of what that specific viewer has already watched, and that's what really makes this method powerful, right? And then you can literally just go and grab every single one of these and have like a calendar where you're literally just mapping out, okay, boom, I knocked out that video, boom, I knocked out that video, and so on, right? So now we're going to move on to the next method. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, okay, these methods are pretty cool, but like, how do I actually turn those ideas into ideas that are going to generate me leads and sales? If that's what's on your mind, then that's exactly what I'm here for. So what I've done is I've put together the Content Compass strategy session where we literally are going to jump on a call and I'm going to help you map out your entire content strategy, which is going to be specific to your goals and who you serve. And that's really where the power is when it comes to this content strategy on YouTube. All right, so if that sounds like something that interests you, go ahead and click that link down below. Once you click it, it's going to reveal to you the details of this specific Compass session, and then from there you'll be able to decide if you want to move forward from there. All right, so go ahead and click on that link, check out the details, and if it sounds good, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, now back to the video. All right, so now with this next method, this can be used with your videos or your competitors' videos, all right? So here's what you wanna do. You wanna go to whatever video you wanna go to, right? Whether it's yours or competitors, click on copy video link if it's yours, or you can just go to the share link on your competitor's video. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over to a free transcript tool that allows you to get the timestamps along with it, right? So I use this one, which is called Tactic, and you're just gonna paste the link in there like that. You're gonna hit get video transcript, and then what it's gonna do is it's gonna spit out the transcript over here. All right, so boom, it grabbed the transcript for my video. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit copy, and then I want to go over to a tool called Hidden Content Ideas 2.0, and there'll be a link down below in the description, all right? All right, so here we go. So what you want to do is you want to click right here to where it says scan this transcript, all right? So now it's going to tell you the instructions of what you need to do. Just follow along with me here in this video since you got me here anyway. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and paste in the transcript. All right, so boom, here's the transcript. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit enter. All right, so now what it's doing, based on how I trained it, is actually going through and finding certain things a person might have mentioned but didn't follow through completely, right? So it came about when I was actually watching some of my videos, and I've done this a lot, where I'll be watching one of my videos and then I'll be like, oh man, I could have went in deep on that. Or I can use what I just brought up as an entire standalone video. And I've done this with competitors as well, where I'll be watching, I'll be like, oh, okay, they mentioned that, but they didn't really go in depth on that, all right? All right, so now you can see what it says. Here are hidden video ideas from the transcript that can be turned into standalone content. Exactly how I broke it down, right? So you can see right here, why you should upload your own captions instead of relying on YouTube's auto-generated subtitles. That right there is a great video idea, right? Because most people just rely on the auto-generated when they're not completely accurate. So it's important for you to actually upload manual captions. I'm not gonna go too deep on that, but that's a great video idea that I might actually do. All right, so here we go. So does channel size affect which YouTube strategies work? That's a pretty good video idea. How Google Vision AI is changing YouTube thumbnails and video analysis. That's okay. And then right here, is it still worth promoting your YouTube videos on social media in 2025? That is a banger YouTube video idea. People want to know that. And then what it does is it gives context. So you can see here it says why it works. The creator discusses the controversial strategy of sharing videos on external platforms. This could be its own debate or experiment style video analyzing the real impact across different platforms. How to trigger early engagement with strategic questions. That's a little bit off, but as I continue to go through this, it starts to give me better and better ideas. So let's say I don't want those, right? Let's say I want some more ideas to kind of get me, get my mind thinking again. So you can see right here, how to use long tail keywords for lower competition in 2025. I might tweak how that sounds, but it's a pretty good idea. And then right here, why your 100% SEO score doesn't guarantee YouTube rankings. Now that right there is a killer YouTube idea, because I see people all the time saying, hey, I got 100 YouTube SEO score, but I'm not ranking on the first page, right? So that would be a pretty good idea right there. How to confirm keyword demand without trusting SEO tools. That's pretty cool. Metadata versus viewer behavior. What really gets you ranked on YouTube? That's a pretty good one there, because that kind of falls into the YouTube SEO score, right? That everybody ties into versus what's really important, which is actually the viewer performance, right? So you can see it's pretty much giving me multiple ideas that I can pretty much go off based off of just my video alone. But like I said, you can work this with competitors' videos as well. All right, so now method number 3. All right, so this one is actually going to be a game changer, right? And you're using, once again, data that is already out there. All right, so here we go. So now inside of ChatGPT, which we've been using that for most of the stuff here, but those were tools that I created. This one is actually going to be something inside of ChatGPT that's going to allow you to really pull in some really important data. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in right here, right? This right here is going to help you craft out stuff that's for you. Okay, so what you're going to put is you're going to put problems target audience have with specific thing. So all you're going to do is you're going to fill in your target audience and a specific thing that they're struggling with, right? So for example, for me, problems business focused YouTube creators have with writing hooks. And so what it's going to do is literally go out and focus on that specific thing, right? We're going to go deeper into this. All right, so what I want to do is I want to take one that I actually have. All right, so I'm going to paste this in. So problems business-focused YouTube creators have with structuring their videos. All right, so now once I do this, what I want to do next is I want to click on this plus, and then I want to click right here to where it says deep research. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from here and I'm going to hit this arrow. All right, so now usually what it does is tries to ask some clarifying questions, right? So you can see, could you clarify what you'd like me to explore regarding the problems business-focused YouTube creators face with structuring their videos? For example, are you interested in issues related to audience retention, clarity of messaging, call to action placement, scripting and improvisation, or something else? And this is where we would say, yes, those things, right? If those are what you want to focus on. Now, if those aren't, then you can kind of correct it and put whatever it is that you want them to focus on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter with the research still clicked. And then now what it's going to do is it's going to start a report. Now it might ask me some more clarifying questions. Let's see. Okay, so it's not. So now it's going through and it's going out to the internet to actually find, specific Reddit conversations, like all things across the internet. And it literally shows you everything, right? So what'll happen is if I can click on this, and I can look at what it's doing, right? So I can look at the activity, I can look at the sources that it's pulling. Now, obviously it hasn't pulled anything yet. This usually takes about 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes it's a lot quicker depending on the path that it's actually taking, which you could usually see. Now, for sake of time in this video, I'm not gonna let you sit here and watch this entire process. I'm actually just gonna pull it back once it's all done. All right, so it's finally done. It created the report. So I'm gonna show you exactly what this looks like. So you can see right here, it said it took 4 minutes to do all the research. It found 17 sources and it did 63 searches to come up with all that it's gathered. Now I'm gonna show you the report after I show you what it's done. So you can see right here, it says activity, right? So these are all the things that it was doing. And then these are all of the sources that they went through and actually analyzed to get the information that they're giving us. All right. So here's what the report looks like, right? So you can go through, you can see it talks about audience retention, where viewers drop off and why. And you can see it's pulling from those sources based off of all of this information, right? So as we go down here, we can see all of this data, but what we want to do is we want to go all the way to the end of the data, right? So you can see they got the sources and all of that, right? So what we want to do is we want to put this in right here. All right, so I'm gonna go and show you what it looks like. It should say, now take this data from the research, give me some video ideas I can cover around those problems. So you essentially took the problems when it comes to structuring videos, you gathered it all from the internet, whether you got it from Facebook, YouTube comments, or you told the deep research tool where you wanted to pull it from. And so now you're pulling from actual data, which is extremely important, all right? And so now we're gonna put this in and we're gonna hit up. All right, so we're gonna just click on the arrow. All right, so now we don't have to use the deep research. You don't have to have it on after you get the report. All right, so check it out, right? So it says, here are some strong video ideas you can pull directly from research insights we went through. Each ties to problems business-focused YouTube creators face with structuring their videos, right? So if you look here, audience retention problems, why viewers leave your video in the first 30 seconds and how to fix it. That's a pretty targeted video idea. Another one, the #1 mid-video mistake that kills your audience retention. Stop losing viewers at the end, how to keep people watching longer. All right, and if we go to clarity of messaging problems, right, because that's another issue that they have when it comes to structuring, why your business videos confuse viewers and how to stay clear and concise messaging. The simple structure that makes every business video easier to follow. One sentence that keeps your YouTube videos laser focused. And then it kind of gives you some insight as well. So you can talk about a practical trick and define your core message in one sentence before filming. So it's kind of giving you some insight on how you can kind of go about the video. And then CTA placement problems. The worst time to ask viewers to subscribe. You're probably doing this. How to place CTAs in your videos without losing viewers. This is actually a video that I've actually already did here on this channel where I show people how to actually give a CTA and still keep people watching. You can check that out on the channel. Now another one, scripting versus improvisation problems. Why rambling is killing your watch time and how to fix it. Scripted versus unscripted, the best way to structure your business videos. How to sound natural on camera even with a script. right? So you see how it's just giving me more and more video ideas based on what I want it to be around. So you can literally do this for every specific problem and then gather all of the data for it and then come in here and follow this exact method that I just showed you. And you're literally going to be able to create unlimited video ideas to where you never run out.